G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jono. Thank you so much for joining me. Before we go any further, please hit like, subscribe. Head to my website, jonoisguitar.com.au for some Kemper profiles. And now, what is going on in the world of Kemper? And modelers for that matter. As I've been watching the past few weeks, we've seen Kemper MK2 and we've seen new Line 6 stuff, the Stadium, and those sort of things. Very interesting. One thing I did notice is that it turns out the Line 6 Helix is actually almost as old as the Kemper. Everyone loves to rag on how old the Kemper is, but the Helix was, extremely old as well. So I find that very interesting. Now, I am definitely a Kemper fanboy, but one thing I'm not is paid to do any of this. So all of these opinions are my own. And as you can see, I love amplifiers. And I love what the Kemper does when I profile the amplifiers. And in terms of a rig setup or a pedal board to take to play a gig or church or at anything, Kemper offers a really, really, really enticing package. This, what you're hearing now, is a profile of a Wizard MTL Mark II that I did, and it's become one of my favorite amplifiers. It just sounds so good. You heard it on the track just before, but here it is in isolation. It just sounds so great. Obviously, utilizing the effects and stuff is a massive part of what I do and what I need the Kemper to do. So I'm under no disillusion that all the other modelers can do those things as well. The Line 6 stuff has been great. I used to actually have a Pod XT Live, and that was so cool to use. There was a tone on that, a plexi tone on that, which is extremely etched in my memory. That it was just so great. I don't have that plexi tone anymore, but I have a lot of other plexi tones here at my disposal, but it was memorable nonetheless. So I think with Kemper and everything that they're doing now with the Mark II stuff, we're waiting for the new profiling stuff to come out. It might only be able to be done on Rig Manager. I'm not too sure if that's really an issue. I don't think it is, because I think you get the point of profiling is to get it right here in the studio, and then take the hardware to the gig to do it, to play it. But I tell you what's absolutely getting to me is people saying Kemper should have done something to the screen. If I hear one more person say the Kemper screen is a problem, I might pull my hair out. The last 6 years that I've owned this Kemper Stage, I have played it just about every week live. And there is not a scenario where the screen is not seeable. And touchscreens are fun and they look nice, but you can't see them in a lot of light. So that's a non-issue, absolutely a non-issue. And I don't think just because they've called Kemper Mark II a thing, and it is a thing that's come out, I don't think that means that they should change things just because they should change it. It's functional, it's built for purpose, and it works, and you can see it in any light. That is such a massive point that I just think people are missing. And I'm seeing it a lot, and I don't like it. But that's just me. That's just my opinion. And like I said, you can come at me in the comments if you want. I don't really care at this point. I'm a little blip in the YouTube world. So, but what I am is a guitarist that's used this stuff live often, and I don't have any issues with it. In fact, what I love about Kemper is they update the software so much on Rig Manager, and inside the unit itself they update so much it actually gives you confidence when a company updates as much as Kemper does, especially in this kind of profiling and where software is such a massive part of it. When they update as much as they do, it literally fills me with confidence. So I'm not sitting here as a Kemper user wanting more or wanting or looking at the other things around and say, hey, my Kemper's lacking because of all the other things around. If I had a perfect world, I could say, like, if I could have everything that the Kemper does in the body of the Axe-FX FM9, sign me up straight away. I love the look of it. I love the feel of it, and I love the blocks layout. Right, that layout on that's in the UI where you click, you drag your effects in, and the block layout in the software definitely appeals to me. But I'm not looking at the Kemper sitting here saying, I wish the Kemper had that. Right? Because what the Kemper does have is a really easy UI to understand in Rig Manager. Rig Manager is awesome. It's powerful, and it also gives you access to so many amplifiers and rigs on Rig Exchange. And I just don't think other modelers can really stand up to Rig Exchange at the moment. So that's another point that I think is interesting. Come at me in the comments if you want, or please, let's have a discussion about it. That's totally fine. But what I think we need to do in this Kemper Mark II space is just wait and see, because if there's one thing that I've learned from Kemper is that they don't do things by halves. So if we just sit in the wait and see part, we're probably going to figure it out, or we're probably going to see very soon what the whole thing is actually meant to be. I did have a player, a Kemper Player, which was really cool. At the time, I thought I was going to stick it on a board and have a little lighter setup to take around doing the things I was doing, but that changed. Now, one thing I didn't know was that if you have a player, you already have the Mark II stuff ready to go, which is a very cool thing if you do have a player. But again, I'm not sitting here missing it, because the Stage still hits every single point of a gigging musician's needs, in my opinion. You can get everything you need in a really easily accessible bank platform that's so functional in any lighting form. It's not heavy, it's not cumbersome, and it just fits so much of a gigging musician's needs so well. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. Please hit like, subscribe. You can head to my website, johnovisguitar.com.au for some Kemper profiles, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.